Dave and Jimmy. His name is John Reep. He was that "you got a Hemi" dude from those truck commercials. He was also in Harold and Kumar at Guantanamo Bay. But very funny comedian, John Reep.
Hey, tell us how you got discovered. I swear to God, I didn't realize that until today when I looked at the bio here.
The Panther game?
Yes, that's the funniest story I've ever heard.
True. Have you seen the clip?
No, I don't know anything about it. I just saw
it
I found out 10 minutes ago.
There's a YouTube clip of this thing.
Your name and worm or something?
Yeah, just if you type in Hemi guy and Sir Purr.
Oh, I'm on it. I'm on it.
So what happened?
Well, here's what happened. All right, so I'm a huge football fan, and I've always wanted my own NFL team in North Carolina. We didn't have a team for the longest time. And
right.
So the Panthers finally come in expansion, and we're all excited. So me and like 8 of my friends go to a football game. And this is before they got their own stadium. They play their home games in Clemson, South Carolina.
Okay.
And they have it's a pretty big
Death Valley,
stadium.
right?
Yeah, it's huge. It's perfect for tailgating because of all this lawn, you know.
Yeah. So
anyway, we're tailgating, and we're just getting hammered, drinking pepper vodka at 8 in the morning like idiots.
Damn.
And we go into the game, and every time out, I'd get up and start dancing in my seat just to make my friends laugh, like an idiot. You know, I'd just get up and do, look, I'm a sprinkler, you know, that dumb stuff. That's a shovel. Hey, look, I'm doing the hose. Sit down, lady, not you. You know, that kind of stuff. And, like, I do that one time out, and the next time out, I do it again. And it slowly, you know, grows from my friends laughing to, like, the whole row's kind of looking and laughing.
You do it every time out? You get up and dance?
Just anytime they play music, I just cue John Reep. I get up and start dancing. And then it got to be like you could hear old ladies that are like turning around going, "What's he doing? I can't see him." And it's just getting bigger and bigger.
The whole stadium's watching you dance.
By halftime, my friend Marty, he said, "You got to get on that hill behind the goalpost so the entire stadium can see you." I was like, all right. So sure enough, third quarter begins. I get down there on this hill, man, and I'm dancing up a storm. Like, I'm going mad. I do one dance move and point to one side of the stadium, and they go, "Ah," like that. And I'd cut them off and do the Hulk Hogan hand behind the ear kind of move to the other side.
Yes!
Like, it was just getting bigger and bigger. And finally, the mascot, the Panthers mascot,
Sir Purr,
comes. Yeah, I guess Big Gay Cat was taken. So Sir Purr comes over, and he's got this big fluffy panther head. He's like, "Hey, come out here and dance with me." I don't really talk like that, but the story does. He's like, "Hey, come out here and dance with me." And
on the field?
Yeah. So he invited me out there, and before I can say yes or no, my friends are throwing me over the fence. Get out there! And so I'm like, I'm running out into the field, man. I'm on the 5-yard line, and now the whole stadium has seen this kid progress from like in the stands. Right. Now he's on the field. And they're going nuts. They're loving it. And I'm like, I started breakdancing a little bit, and I started doing the worm. Right?
Do you know how to do the worm, or were you trying to learn it right there?
I can do the worm.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Some people call it a centipede. I call it the worm. I'm doing the worm. And here's where it gets crazy. As I'm doing the worm, I hear all these cheers turn to boos. And I'm like, maybe they don't like the worm. But they're not booing me. They're booing the cops who are running out onto the field to
That's
arrest
the videotape
me.
I just saw.
Oh, they thought you jumped over on your own.
The cops didn't know. Yeah, they didn't. They thought I was just some drunk idiot. Which I was, but
Right.
they didn't know I was an invited drunk idiot.
All right.
That's the
And Big Gay Cat didn't come to your
He did,
defense?
but this is the part that you'll see on that video. Like, as I'm doing the worm, these cops, man, they timed it perfect. My butt is at the peak of the worm, and they wedge me right up off the ground. So, like, out of nowhere, I'm up on my tippy toes going, "Whoa, what's going on?" Sir Purr said it was cool. And they're like, and then like Sir Purr comes running over, and like he's trying to stick up for me, but he's a stupid panther, and no one's taking him seriously.
Oh, yeah.
And he is, but here's the weird thing: he's cussing like a sailor under that big. Yeah, like all I saw was this big happy smiley face panther. Beep 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 beep. He's like giving it to the cops. I'm like, "Sir Purr," and
Sir Purr.
and so like, and the cops are like, "Dude, you know, Sir Purr, you didn't have the authority to do that. You're an idiot. We have to kick him out because it's like an NFL rule that you have to get kicked out." And so we learned the hard way that day. But I'm getting kicked out, and you'll see this as I'm getting escorted out of the off the field, out of the stadium. The cops still have me by the back of my pants, right? And I'm like, I'm trying to whisper to the guys, like, "Man, you can let go of my pants, man. I'm not going to go anywhere. You got me, all right?" But so I decided, like, well, if he's going to do that, I'm going to put my arm around them. So we're all walking out like we're a big happy threesome. And but the crowd is just booing the cops, and they're throwing beers at him.
Wow.
Going, "Let him go, let him go." So I get kicked out, right? And they get all this information from me. Now, 2 weeks go by, and in the mail, I get all this free stuff from the Panthers organization. I got like a coffee mug, a bumper sticker, keychain, sipper bottle, all this plastic free stuff from the Panthers, and a check for like $15 because they thought that's my ticket was a Hill ticket. And then they made, this is true, I have this letter laminated in my house that they made Sir Purr write an apology letter, and it says, and it's signed Sir Purr at the bottom with a paw print. Not lying to you. And it was one of my most prized possessions.
Did you ever get to dance again, or was that it for that?
No, well, they showed that clip that you guys saw on. Are you familiar with George Michael's Sports Machine?
Yeah.
That was my television debut.
That's comedian John Reep. And before we leave, just a little inside information. If you think funny guys don't score hot chicks, just try to Google his wife.
Googling her isn't what I had in mind.
This is Dave and Jimmy.